Namaste everyone, this is Jeni Ji and my sweet little girl here, Miss Bella G, for those of you who know little baby girl here. So of course she's in my videos. That's just the way it is. Isn't that right, my sweet little baby? They know. So I love her, as you all can see. She's my little love of my life. So anyways, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Okay, because people are like, Jeni, I didn't see your video. Well, subscribe to my channel. You hit that little button right there on the corner and all of a sudden you're going to be subscribed, right? And then that way you'll get little notifications that there's a new video out and such like that. Okay, like my channel, like the video. That really helps, because as I made the announcement, I think it was last week, somewhere around there, I want to start going live on YouTube here and offering you guys some free readings. Okay, I'm a psychic clairvoyant medium. All right, so anyways, I will put my website below in the description box for you, for those of you who would like to book a reading with me and little Miss Bella. Okay, I'm also an animal communicator, by the way, too. So there's a lot of different things that I do and I provide. So you'll have to read all about it. I could go on and on and on about it. Okay, so anyways, I want to talk to you today about November 7th full moon, right? Like all of these full moons, new moons, solar eclipses, Mercury retrogrades, all of these cosmic times right now are getting more intense. Okay, but the beautiful thing about these energies that are going on right now is it's clearing a lot of karma. It's clearing a lot of karmic situations. So for those of you who have been in the light, who have been more in alignment within your soul and have been doing the soul work within, you're going to feel more of a release. You're going to be feeling more in alignment from within because you've been working on it. Okay, so as we're clearing a lot of different karmic energies and soul contracts, relationships, like you name it, it's never easy, it's always painful. However, when you're doing that reflection within and really coming to terms with, what did I really learn from that relationship? Or what did I really learn from my job? Or what did I really learn from this situation, regardless of what it is? Okay, that's what's important. Okay, and always be grateful for what lessons your soul has shown you, always. Okay, like today is the new moon. I did a video on that. It's been out for a couple of weeks and I had a very interesting day, need to say the least. Okay, this week also is like karmic clearings as well. Okay, but we're talking about November 7th energy of the full moon in Taurus. Okay, now this moon, okay, it has a couple of energies and vibes to it. It's also known as the blood moon and also the beaver moon. Okay, so depending on what energies are going on right now, like this is like the lunar eclipse, you guys. So for those of you who look out into the sky, those photographers, yay, I'm one of them, right? That's the time to go out and take a lot of photos and such like that and catching that eclipse energy. Okay, and with the Scorpio season that we're in, Scorpio's all about transformation, baby. Transformation, rebirth. And that can be scary, right? That can be letting go. Like I talked to somebody earlier today and I'm like, oh, it's so sad. But it's just, it's been a journey. It's been a real journey. And I'm so forever grateful for this person. A lot of lessons back and forth. So truly grateful for his essence and how many years that we've been together as friends. So truly grateful. Okay, and there's a lot of answers that are coming from this full moon, and this week too, by the way. Like every day you're getting more answers. Like October, even if you look at October, it's the month where the veil unwinds. The veil comes off. You might have felt that you're more connected with the spirit world. You might have seen some ghosty energies, some UFOs, some all kinds of energetic beings around you, sensing, feeling, smelling, hearing. Like there's so many different ways. Okay, and with this transformational moon, November 7th, a lot more is going to be shown to you too. Okay, so a lot of endings of old different karmic cycles. You know, like I'm saying, be very grateful for different cycles that you've had, for what you have cleared and worked through, you know, and what lessons that you have learned. It's never easy, of course. Okay, and also this full moon is a huge day for manifestations. Like we can manifest anytime, like absolutely anytime. But when we're in these different cosmic times, that's why I'm doing weekly videos as well on my cosmic weekly vibes, because literally energy is changing every single day. And I give you guys the week scope of what you could feel or expect, or what could happen and what is happening, all of that. So that's why I'm saying make sure you subscribe to my channel to get all the insights that's happening. So you're going to be like, oh, that's why that happened to me yesterday, or that's why that didn't happen, right? Things like that, okay? So as I was talking about this moon, this full moon, it has two different energies, the beaver moon and the blood moon. Okay, so the beaver moon is also known as the frost moon as well. Okay, so we really have like three moon energies going on around this time. Okay, and the frost moon is due to the time of the year when frost starts appearing, regardless of where you're at. Like where I'm at in Canada, like we can get frost year round. Like I literally have seen August where it's been snowing, like, you know, like frosty snowing. Like it's just crazy. We can have lightning, we can have snow and rain and beautiful weather all in one day, right? So it just really depends where you're at. And that's why I'm doing more cosmic videos, because the energy changes very quickly. Okay, so the beaver moon also signifies its very native energy, okay, because beavers build their dams from the glimmer of the full moon and the light of the moon. Like the light of your soul is when you're building, is when you're transforming, is when you're letting go. The rebirth, the transformation. Scorpio, transformation vibes, transcend. The beavers do it too. They utilize that energy of the moon. They build their little houses and their little vans, you know, their little houses, like a van, right? Like some people live out of their vans and their RVs. That could be their little dams, right? They build in their homes. They're utilizing this energy from the light of the moon. Okay, and that light reflects, because when the beavers are building those dams, it's in the water. So if you're by the water around the full moon, especially this eclipse moon, you're going to see reflections. And really look in that water. Water represents emotions. So as you're looking in water, what are you seeing? Are you seeing your soul? What messages are you getting from that moon? Moons are very powerful. Women's cycles, menstrual cycles. Okay, like I'm not going to go on about that, right? But I'm just saying to you guys, okay? So this is when everything comes together with your emotions and with your heart, right? You always speak from your heart, speak from your soul, the truth, always. Okay, because a lot of clearing is happening right now, and a lot of healing has been taking place as well in October, and the energy is still continuing on in November. Okay, so this energy too, okay, depending on what's going on, can bring a lot of ego to the place. Like you might find that, you know what, I'm gonna like vent out, I'm gonna like really speak my mind, and let's get that ego going up just like that. You guys got to really kind of take that step back and try to really pay attention before you're going to say something, especially when you're upset or you're angry. We can all get in that zone. Like I was at the mechanics earlier. It's a long story, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm so truly grateful and blessed. I have the best mechanics you can ever think of. but I had to take my truck back to the dealership for a recall, right? So I'm like, stand your ground. This is it, just for the recall. No, you cannot do this. No, you're not going to do that. Enough of that, right? So stay firm, be diplomatic, speak with honesty and the truth. So utilize things, especially be more grounded as best as you can during this November 7th blood moon, beaver moon, frost moon, eclipse in Taurus. It's a major time. Scorpio, right? Hello. So a lot of energy going on around that time, okay? And it's really going to show you a lot of different things, that you guys have really, reflected on or really have evolved, or you can see like some things that are coming into manifestation more so now that you have been working on the past few months. Really take a look at where you are going to be on the 7th of November compared to 6 months ago. Okay, really do a lot of reflections on that. And make sure you wear hematite, right? Like I wear a lot of crystals, as you guys know. And hematite, I do have hematite on because of the new moon energy today, of course. Here's my little wolf, one of my hematite pieces. And I'm going to pull a couple of cards as well, of course, at the end here collectively to see what spirit wants us to know as well. Okay, so make sure that you guys are flowing as best as you can. Okay, like for those of you who've been wanting like a promotion or a raise, or like, you know what, I deserve better than this. Is it time for me to move on from this relationship? Is it time for me to move on from this job? Right? Like, don't rip your boss in half, right? By like, I want this raise. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Okay, like this moon can bring through a lot of like, heaviness and a lot of anger. So really, before you're going to have that chat with someone, whoever it is, really be mindful. Really try to do your best to stay grounded, okay? Because when you get in a heated argument, you're going to regret it, right? That's when we say things that we're like, oh my God, I can't believe I said that. Oh my goodness, or whatever it is, because then you're on a higher level of emotions. And that just shows you what you need to really work through more and heal and let go of, okay? So utilize this energy as much as you can, okay? So certain signs are going to be a lot more like effective than other signs, right? Like every new moon or full moon or different times, more signs get a little bit more affected, more sensitive, more angry than other certain signs, right? So with this energy right now, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio are going to be affected more. Okay, November is also a month of, you might find that there's more passings as well. More people are passing in the month of November, okay, because a lot of eclipse energy. Scorpio is rebirth, transformation, letting go, very karmic soul contracts. A lot of different energies, are going on. So just, be more in awareness of what's happening around you that time. You might find that, now is my time, I'm going to file for divorce papers. Now is my time, I'm going to separate. Now is my time where I'm going to sign that contract to buy that home. Now is the time I'm going to really step it out and put an offer on that car, let's say, or I'm going to make an offer on a home, or whatever it is, right? Whatever it is. Business contractual agreements also in November, are going to come up for review. Make sure you really take a look at what you're signing, pay attention to that, right? Like Mercury retrograde's not back until the end of December anyways, right? But we'll talk about that another time, okay? So just really, be careful. There's a lot of fated changes in destiny as well. Like right now, October, there's a lot of fated destinies, karmic contracts or endings. soul contracts endings, relationship endings as well. And November 7th could very well be the final nail that, shuts that door. Okay, so really pay attention to, geez, what do I need to resolve? What do I need to end? Okay, how am I going to utilize this energy and really shift forward? Okay, so November is going to make a lot more sense if you reflect back into the past few months when you're trying to get things going. Like, Jenny, I've had so many delays with things, or why didn't, this happen, or we didn't find the right home to rent or to buy, or, we didn't, all of those things. So this month for November, you're going to see why that makes sense. That makes sense why this didn't happen, or why I didn't get that promotion, or why I didn't get that job because I found another job. I got another offer that was so much better. Or that neighborhood I wanted to move into, I found the best neighborhood ever. Or, geez, I really wanted to date that person, or I really wanted to work, but it's not. And it's because you're supposed to be with somebody else. That's why don't fight it. Okay, there's a lot of reunions as well in November, soul reunions, karmic fate relationships, meetings, all that kind of such going on in November too. So it's a really big month. And with this eclipse energy, expect the unexpected as well, right? Like even today, I had expect the unexpected again, right? But I kind of knew that, and I'm like, okay, right? And I'm like, okay, but it went really, really, really good. And I was so truly grateful. And I'm like, I don't know about this. And I was starting to get a little upset. And I'm like, okay, let's calm down and let's have a little chat with this person. And I'm like, oh, this was so awesome. Thank you, Spirit. And I was so grateful. Everything went really, really well. Okay, so really reflect back, you guys. Utilize this energy, manifestation, vision boards. Get on it, you guys. Like, this year is going by so quickly. January 1st, it's just a matter of time, before it's around the corner and here. And January 1st, by the way, is my little Bella's birthday. She'll be 2. So, gosh, my goodness, where's the time gone, right? My little baby. So anyways, so I'm going to pull a couple of cards for the collective, okay? And when I do readings for people, because I'm a psychic clairvoyant medium, I do not use cards. But because we're doing this collectively, I'm going to pull a couple of cards, okay? So because we're doing the beaver moon, lunar, frost, eclipse, Taurus, all of those, I wanted to grab one of my animal decks, okay? Because you never know, because this is connected with an animal, with the moon and energy. I wanted to pull my Power Animal Oracle cards by Stephen Farmer. I love Stephen Farmer. He's got amazing books on the animals. Whenever you have an animal that comes by you, he explains to you what that represents and means as well. Okay, so let's find out, and make sure, by the way, for those of you who don't know, whenever you use cards, tarot, oracle, whatever it is, knock them 3 times on wood to clear the energy, because if not, it's going to have your energy on it when you last use them, or whoever else used them, right? So clear it 3 times on wood. Okay, so let's ask Spirit collectively, what's the message for November 7th for this full moon eclipse in Taurus? What's the message for the full moon in November 7th, the beaver moon? A couple of cards fell out. I wasn't feeling it. I'm very sensitive. So Spirit collectively, what's the universal message for the November 7th full moon? What's the collective message for the November 7th, 2022 full moon eclipse in Taurus? Right away. Oh, raccoon, resourcefulness. You have all the resources you need. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know how some of you are like, geez, I'd really like to do this or that. If you really take a look at the resources that you have a computer or you have a phone, you can utilize that and all the information you really need. You can go to a bookstore. You can book a reading with Jenny. I can give you a lot of information and clarity as well, right? So you have a lot of resources that you can utilize, right? A lot. All your little tools are out there, whatever it is that you guys need, right? We always have what we need. There's, like certain people, they're like, I want more, I want more. And it's like, you know what? You have to be grateful for what you have. There's millions of people out there who don't even have anything that you have, such as a roof over their head, such as food, anything. Be truly grateful for what you have. It doesn't matter, the littlest things. So I'm hearing to pull another card, by the way, by the animal deck from Spirit. So what is the message for the full moon, November the 7th? Wow, and I actually felt this one. Squirrel. I like the little squirrel. Isn't he cute? Get ready for big changes. Yeah, no kidding. Transformation, rebirth, transcending, huge endings, karmically new beginnings for this full moon. Okay, look how many moons it represents. Frost moon, beaver moon, blood moon, it's eclipse moon, Taurus, like Scorpio season, like, oh my God, right? Like off the charts. Get ready for changes, you guys. And whenever you're getting ready for changes, it's like, Spirit, I'm open for opportunities and changes that are best for my highest self and highest purpose. Thank you for aligning me with my soul, with Source. I'm open to these beautiful new changes. And when you stay in that zone of gratitude and be open to the beautiful changes, you're going to be surprised what comes to you, what you're going to manifest, what just appears out of nowhere. Okay? So let me see. Well, I'm going to use this deck actually because it's another animal deck that's connected with here. Whispers of the Ocean by Angela Hartfield. Okay, I love the ocean, and there's so much energy in the ocean with its species and the animals and mammals and all of that. So Spirit, what is the collective energy and collective vibration that we should be utilizing on the 7th of November for the Scorpio season, for the full moon, the beaver moon, the blood moon, the frost moon, the lunar moon? What is the best message that we should have right now? Spirit, what's the best message collectively for November 7th, 2022? 2022, November 7th. Almost felt that. November 7th, what is the best message collectively? Yes. Gliding through currents. With a different approach, you will glide through a situation with grace and ease. Going inward and bringing your understanding, perspective, or behavior into flow will help your dreams take flight. When you're releasing and surrendering and letting go and open to these beautiful new changes that are coming to you, things are going to flow much better because you're not fighting with the energy. You're working with the energy. You're gliding with the ease and flow of the divine. When you're working with that energy and in positive alignment, you will see that things are going to flow so much better for you, right? Like we all try to push things at certain times or force things, and then we get angry and are upset, like, why isn't this going on? Because when you try to force anything or control anything or push anything, it's not going to work with you. Everything comes together in perfect divine timing. Your soul does have a path that it wants to walk upon when you are ready to hear those messages coming from Source, from your soul, from Spirit. Be open for those messages. Love that. What a message. See, Spirit can talk to us all. Spirit definitely talks to us all. Okay, so let's pull a card now. Actually, I love my cards, right? So I'm going to use one of my other decks here, Whispers of Healing, Angela Hartfield again. Okay, because when we're open to that healing, there's a lot of that Chiron energy still with us throughout this year. And what it's been doing is it's been pushing through your inner child to connect with you more of what you really need to heal. Like a lot of you could still be having some vivid dreams from October's new moon. Really pay attention to those dreams. Like some dreams I've had people say, oh my God, I had the strangest dream ever, Jenny. I don't understand what's going on. And it's like, okay, sometimes we do get those dreams. However, just write it down, and you can always ask me, and I can give you, you know, the reason why this is happening and what those symbols mean in your dream and that. So you can always book a reading with me, or ask me in the description box, right? Let you know, like in the comments below, write some comments and let me know what's going on. How are you guys are doing? Like, how are you working with these energies? Like, what's going on? Because I'm not going to know, right? So let's ask Spirit for the November 7th full moon eclipse in Taurus, 2022. What is the energy and the message from Spirit collectively? What is the collective message from Spirit? What is the collective message from Spirit? Right away. Oh, this is beautiful. Mental repetition. Okay, and it's so interesting because November, you know how this November, this moon also represents the frost moon, okay? So this frost moon, look at her hair. Look at the white. And the branches, can you see the branches on the tree? It has like the frosted, it's like you're getting your hair frosted, right? But because this is the frost full moon, it looks like there's been a frost on nature. See the tree? Right, the tree, it's a tree, and the branches coming out. See the frost on the tree, or on the tree? Wow, like wow, right? Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? See the messages Spirit brings when you ask for those messages. Never force messages. Never force messages. So take that time out mentally. Like, don't force those messages to come through. You know, just say, Spirit, I'm open to receive messages. Don't force the messages. Stay in alignment. Take more time to meditate. Sit in silence. The more silence time you have to meditate, you can go for a drive, you can sit back, you can listen to a guided meditation. You know, I'm thinking about doing more guided meditations here on YouTube. So you guys got to talk to me and let me know. Let me know what you want to see, right? So I love that. And just kind of for like the final card, I'm going to utilize a crystal. Of course, I love my crystals. Daily Crystal Inspiration by Heather Askenice. Okay, so let's find out the best crystal that we should be utilizing collectively for the November 7th full moon in Taurus. What's the best crystal collectively for the November 7th full moon? Isn't that interesting? Soulite, Soldalite, speak your truth. Speak your truth. You know how I said that if you want to like ask for a raise or a promotion, or you know, maybe you want a separation or a divorce, or maybe that, you know, you've been holding in what you'd really like to communicate to somebody. Speak your truth. Okay, you should always be speaking truth and honesty regardless of anything anyways, because that sets your soul free. Whenever you start kind of playing the game and start lying and stuff, that's going to go right back onto you karmically. Okay, so really make sure that you speak your truth, and also set boundaries, like really set some boundaries. I get slammed with a lot of messages a day and I can't keep up with them. I pay attention to messages from clients that actually want to book a reading with me. That's my priority. Okay, so it's time to set more boundaries as well. Like if it's family pushing you, if it's your spouse, you know, husband, partner, you know, if people are asking you to do all of these things constantly, like you got to take that time out for you. Self-love is so vitally important. Self-love, because the only way that you're going to see any change in your life is to actually speak your truth and walk your truth. Okay, it's like, sorry guys, you know, I'm not able to, you know, to do this for you today. You know, I'm taking some time out for me. Maybe ask somebody else to help you out. If you're feeling overburdened by other people or whatever, you know, start making changes, because that change has to come within. And you're the only person that can make those changes. And with this Scorpio full moon of rebirth, of huge transformation, the eclipse energy, and all of these moons combined and twined. Like, oh my God, this is your time. This is your time to shine, you guys. Okay? And you can always book a reading with me. You can book through my website below, and you can join my group on Facebook. I go live and I offer free clairvoyant psychic readings. I'm going to put my group information below in the description box as well. Okay, so let me know what's going on with you guys, and just enjoy this time and kick it up a few notches and make things happen. Okay, namaste, you guys. Bye.